the coronavirus pandemic. As new cases and new concerns emerge, staying informed is your best defense.
Hey guys, how you doing? So we are in crazy times right now. That's if we choose it to be that mindset. So coronavirus is happening. The reality is it's kicked off, it's happening. And it's something that has started. In China yesterday, there was, I believe, no new cases. The Chinese stock market or economy went up by 1%. The rest of the world went down by 25%. But in China, it's contained and it's now moving through its phase. So the reality is it's with us now. The reality is it's causing an awful lot of pain. There's a lot of fear going on. First time in 2 years, I switched on the news on Thursday morning before I went to pick my daughter up. And on the way to pick my daughter up, I had a negative spiral, which isn't me. And I got into this victim mentality. And it sort of got out of hand, like, what if? And I pulled over and in short, I had a word with myself. It's here. How we choose to deal with it is what's going to make this think in a certain way and make our actions give a certain result. It means your business will get to a certain outcome. So I've gone from being victim mode into, right, how can I lead in this situation? Lead myself, lead my family, lead you, lead all of us, but yourself also. You need to have this conversation yourself. I recommend, am I going to be in victim mode asking why this has happened and it's here and it's fucking awful? Or am I going to take this as it's here? How do I deal with it? Now, there's a few things to consider. The reality is, I spoke to some recruitment people over the weekend and IT projects are going through the roof in some areas. Peter, the events place is dead right now, will be for a couple of months. Then they might be on course, or probably will be for a record month come August, September. So the reality is, this isn't going to last forever. This is going to be here and it will be gone. So how we choose to deal with it will dictate where we're going to be. So I'm going to draw out a model for you in a second, which is going to help you. So inside the inner circle, on Monday, we're going to go through a session. And it'll be either weekly or bi-weekly to get us through the coronavirus. So we're going to create a war plan. One, to reset our business. 2, new niche. 3, cash flow. So we're going to do a war plan starting on Monday, and we'll do it live with one of our members, okay? So that's going to be on Monday, so get on the call and bring your A game. Next, this. In recession, there's always going to be those who crash, so they get into fear mode, let the media drive them. There's those who do stuff and they get through a period and they move forward, but they don't really get a change. And there's those who come out of the recession, they bought low stocks in the economy. Or, in our case in recruitment, they get their shit together and do 3 things. Number 1, while we're in this zone, what can we do to maximize cash flow? While we're in this zone, what can we do to get our authority risen? While we're in this zone, what can we do to get our shit together so when it turns around and it hits back in? Because the reality is, this is going to last 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it's going to be. But there will be, unfortunately, a lot of businesses going out of business. There's going to be the entrepreneur at home panicking. The entrepreneur who's reading the news. The entrepreneur who's believing the bullshit in the media. The entrepreneur who's going to be going to the pub, speaking to his friends, and have all the negative bullshit that's reinforced again and again and again. Then there's going to be the switched on recruitment entrepreneur. The entrepreneur who knows this is just a timeline. So if you take the view that I'm going to be in recruitment in this business for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, this is going to be a small blip. However, the direction you go now, you take it out by 5 degrees, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, completely different destination. So if you're in fear zone right now, if you're in the zone of getting into panic state, take time out, get out your system, then deal with it. You're a business owner. And it's fucking tough. However, you're in control of everything. So when somebody comes into your business and it's bad news, you're in control of how you deal with it. And the reality is, out of this, there will be inner circle members who, for the first time, will get past 7 figures. There'll be inner circle members who come out of this with better systems. There'll be inner circle members who come out of this and go into a brand new niche and be making a lot more profit. So it's all about this. Now, I'm not discounting there is a medical implication here. I'm not saying this is not a real thing. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about your business. That's why we're here now, your recruitment business. But the reality is this, again, this will pass. This will pass. So if you were given a piece of paper now and it was 100% certain and it said on the 1st of August, everything's going to kick back in, and you knew 1,000%, what would you be doing now? I'll tell you what you'd be doing. You'd be getting your shit together. You'd be getting podcasts created. You get 50 podcasts created. You get your automated webinar created. You get your Maven webinar created. You get your data sets on point. You'd be getting the double R campaigns running. Because you know, when we click go, it's game time. A bit like over Christmas. What do we do the 3 weeks before Christmas? We create our business plan. Not some bullshit with mission statements. A business plan designed to get you an actual financial outcome. So if you do this activity every day, so 10 leads, 100 leads go through this automated system, it equates to, so Ken McCarthy, 186 leads per day equals 100K a month. So you know the exact figure. So what Ken might be doing in this situation now is doubling the volume for that campaign. By proxy, we'll double the output. So what we do in this time now is going to set your course potentially for the rest of your business life. So do not panic. Accept it's where we are now, because we are in it. We're in it. However, how we deal with it is on you. And I had a wobble, and I don't really fucking wobble too much, but I wobbled, and I had my little moment. It's going to be a victim, or am I going to be a leader through this? So be a leader. Be a leader. Now, inside the group, I've seen many of you actually getting more results, getting more clients, closing more deals through this crisis. So yes, that might be in some cases niche specific. However, what we do not do is stop marketing. What we do not do is stop the automation, because your competitors are now going to be shrinking. They're now going to be going into an isolation mode. And by that, I mean, they'll start going insular, they'll start cutting back. So when it kicks back in, they're going to be not one to many, not strategic, not with multiple campaigns ready to click go on. They're going to be a place of back to recruitment 1.0, 2.0 in a real dire place. So without being crass, and we shouldn't focus on making, quote, money in this time, but you're in my group to make money. And the reality is, business has not stopped. Yes, roles are being put on ice. Yes, there might be a pause, but every single industry is going to come back. And it might be 4 weeks, it might even be 4 months. So on Monday, what we're going to do is look at new niche. What we're going to do, look at is metrics. We're going to put together a coronavirus war plan. And depending on what happens with the progress in our countries where all our members are from, we'll either do this on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis. And we're going to use a real member and do it in front of everybody, okay? So we're going to do this with a real member on their business starting Monday. But trust me on this. This will pass. This will fucking go. Do not make decisions now that impact your family, that if you take it out 6 months, 1 year, you're in a completely different destination because you've panicked. Because you've panicked. Be real about where things are now. Be real, but also know you're a business owner. You're a business owner. And again, this will come to an end. It will come to an end. Make damn sure in this time now, we get our shit together. So yes, let's leverage what we can in terms of actually bringing cash flow in, or offer more services, or offer more help to our clients and candidates. So we actually increase cash flow. Let's get our stuff together, as in our campaigns, our authority, the strategies inside the inner circle. Let's get these ready so we can start running them in the background now. But when it comes back in a big way, we're monopolizing the marketplace. So if you've been putting strategies on hold, so lazy conversion webinar, as an example, these strategies, now's your time to get it together. So when I had a conversation with one of my team on Friday, and I said, you know what? There's another thing going on right now, but if it's just this coronavirus thing, epic. We've got a period of time to get real focus Real foundations in place for a big jump. So if we look at the members who 5x last year, 10x last year, they had a strategy that they focused on and got it completely on point and replicated it again and again. So now we can do that with multiple strategies. So please, you're in the right place. This is the most important place. And finally, number 3, be careful about what you're putting in here. So inside the group, we've got one of the best groups inside the world. We've got such a stringent process in terms of who we bring inside the inner circle. As you know, one of my policies is we got a no dickhead rule, a no douchebag rule. So in that group, if you see one of your team members spiraling, if you see one of your members going into a dark space, now's the time to help them as a team. So when we get together live 3 times a year, we're a huggy group, aren't we? And we've got this group to support each other. And the guy we're going to use on Monday to create this kind of war virus plan with is actually Peter, who posted in the group about a week ago. And Peter, it's not a dig, but it was very, very almost negative around the impact of what's happening. So we're going to choose someone to create this plan with who's actually been on this side of the fence, but they're now here. So quick shift for Peter. What's the opportunity in this? So inside the group, one thing we're going to be looking at straight away is, what is the opportunity for you right now during this crisis? Let's take it for what it is. It's a crisis. However, recruitment businesses, probably 1 to 5% of you watching this now externally, and all those inside the inner circle, it's game time. It's game time. So your competitors will now be shrinking. They're now going to be going insular. They're going to be cutting back. They're not going to be marketing. They're not going to be thinking about automation. They're not going to be thinking about upskilling their teams. Not be thinking about getting their podcast out to #1 on iTunes. All the things that we do inside the inner circle. So now you've got a whole arsenal of materials. As Ben Palmer said, absolute legend. He said, inside the inner circle, it's like bringing a bazooka to a fist fight. So let's get our arsenal together now, but still let's run through this crisis. Let's still bring cash in. Let's still add services where we can help our clients. Let's add services where we can help our candidates, but also bring in cash flow. But then, more importantly for me, my big thing, as you know, is having members who've been with me 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, go from 100K to 200K to 500K, a million, etc. Sustainability. So now's the time to think about, right, in my business, we've got projects, process, and people. Of those 3 elements, what do I need to improve? If I could focus on one of these, what would it be? So we're going to be doing this week on week, or every other week, as I said, and we're going to be doing this together. So everyone's in the same boat. And when you get your head into everyone's in the same position, it's going to end. And most people are going to be retracting. We're not going to do that. We're going to be getting our stuff together. We're going to come out absolutely on point. So with that said, in the thread below, I'm going to write some instructions. Act on it, please. Most importantly, look around this group. We've got guys with 2x, 5x, 10x. We've got startups. We've got 8-figure businesses. We've got £1 million businesses and everything else in between. But each of you are here because you're cool. Jonathan was due to do a hot seat on Monday, but we've now put it back. Jonathan and I had a conversation about 4 or 5 months ago, and it's quite a direct conversation along the lines of, it's not working, Andy, or Jonathan, the damn thing works, show me your metrics. And then turn it around now, Jonathan's closing on, was it a £250,000 salary and incredible fee, and another one. He's now got his VA process systemized to the nth degree. That's in 4 or 5 months. Why? Because of this. And Jonathan, as I said to you, made me incredibly proud about your shift. But this is the most important thing we've got now, guys. So look around the group, lift each other up. Do not let anyone drown now. We're here to help each other. This will pass. But now this might be, when we look back on this, the biggest opportunity you've got to get to 7 figures in a very, very quick manner. Now, if you pass 7 figures, it might be your biggest opportunity to get to your next target, whatever that may be. But see this for what it is. Recessions always pass. People always get rich in recessions. Now's the time to give service to your clients, service to your candidates, gain that authority. But now's also a time to the strategies that I've been driving you on to get set up. Let's do them. The workbooks are there, the templates are there, the scripts are there, the videos are there, the webinars are there, etc., etc., etc. So Monday, I'm going to see you on the call, 2 p.m. We're going to smash this. We're going to work through this together with a coronavirus war plan. That plan may be completely what you need on point. It may be you just need 1 or 2 elements. However, I'm going to take somebody who's gone from a most difficult position, the event space, which is pretty much shut down, and we're going to get a coronavirus war plan in place. So if we can do it with that, we can do it with anything. So with that said, we've got you back on this, guys. We're all in the same boat. And if you've not had your wobble yet, you're going to have it. But let your wobble be a wobble. I said, I was on the way to pick my daughter up, and what drove that was I listened to the news for the first time in 2 years, and guess what? Shit coming in, shit coming out. So stay away from that crap. Social distancing, staying off social media. Yeah, with the absolute bollocks rubbish out there. But in terms of your marketing, now's going to be a time where ad costs are really low if you're doing that. Now's the time where competitors are going to be shrinking up. Now is the time to gain authority easily. So the lazy conversion webinar will be a great time now. Use a template to get CEOs, to get your clients, get your candidates onto a mastermind to discuss how they corona-proof their business, etc. No one else will be doing this. All the templates, everything you need is in there. You know where we are, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday webinars. You've got support in the background. It's game time, guys. This is an opportunity. This is your big strength. And this group, let's lift each other up.